Got ourselves, looks like to WFN back in with West and Hell. A bit of a rematch between these two. Except last time West and Hell literally walked the WFN and he didn't give him much of a chance. So it's going to be an opportunity for the Rogue to bring it back versus the Demon Hunter is going to go in with a Trinket, Blind Sap, Reset, depending on how many cooldowns WFN sinks in here. West and Hell does go for the Trinket, try to go for a stun, but it's a cloak out of the Rogue. Dalaran prison. Dalaran prison. Cheap shot. Standing in darkness. Trying to see if he can survive this. Sigil of Fear. Just to get himself a little bit of that breather versus the Rogue. Is going to go for a hunt to connect. That's going to do a number of damage with a lot of healing for Rest in Hell. As long as he's next to the Rogue doing some damage himself. Disarm. Should be able to catch the Rogue. Does catch him with a stun around the corner. I be full on. I think he still has another stun, right? No, he does. Hold on. The eventual retreat, however, does deny any kind of CC out of the Rogue. Landing, you do that full burst combo. The Rogue catches a vanish. Does get him a bit of recovery with a bit of a sippy cup too, but not enough. Rest and Hell does not have a trinket anymore, however, so he's got to be very, very careful. Maybe pick up the eyes. Does he see the Rogue? He might have to pick up the eyes, but the Rogue able to sap him. He is mid-air, still dotted, and he was able to eventually retreat. Trying to see if he can find the Rogue, but the Rogue making sure to stay away as best as possible. Does he see him? I can't tell if he sees him. He is just eye-beaming. He does not see him. He is playing that full-on Demon Hunter, and this is going to be the Rogue catching him with a stun, secret technique, everything. Rest and Hell needs someone to get out of this in between. In prison for a second. With the Sigil of Spite just to get himself a lot of healing. Try to pick up as much health and souls out of the Rogue as possible. Those soul fragments are going to help you heal even a little bit. Disarm for a second. Rest in Hell does not have to worry about stuns because those are on DR for a while. Needs to make sure he's got himself a good angle versus the Rogue. Try to see if he can make a play. Rogue with a human racial. Does he have another stun potential to lock him down some more? Big blade dance right after. Blurring this damage is going to have some DR. But I don't know if he lives it. I don't know if he lives it. The Rogue got himself Shadow Blades back up yet again. That's going to be huge glaive out of Rest in Hell. Got himself yet another big cleave. Both are solo. Could be anyone's game. Who's going to be the winner? Big hunt for a charge with Rest in Hell, and he gets in and out. Oh my goodness. And Gossagry could have opened up on you, but looks he's giving you a bit of the honor though. He's giving you a chance to recover some health. But as soon as you're out in the open, I don't think he's going to give you that much of a chance. Immunity out for Rest in Hell. I don't know how you deal with the Demon Hunter. Or I don't know how you deal with the Wimkin. Maybe Metamorphosis leap on him. I think he just might have to meta leap him. Oh, looks like the trees walked over there and attacked Curdy or somebody over there. Stone onto Gossagry. Sigil of Spite out for Rest in Hell, so he's in a good spot. Sigil of Fear, unfortunately, will not connect. That's going to be a short clone. He still has Metamorphosis by the looks of it, so might have himself a huge go here. I-Beam. I think he has himself a huge setup. Potentially a massive cleave. Maybe he just goes for it. Root for a second. Yet another I-Beam. The trees are back in. Gaza looking for recovery. The trees are walking off. What is happening? They're just beating up somebody else over here. What is going on? Their trees are confused, but not Rest in Hell. He is not confused. He knows exactly who's going after. Big spell spike onto the druid. What are these trees doing? I know they're just trees, right? I don't think trees have like a brain function, but damn. You know what I mean? They got termites for brains, dude. What is going on? And Smirska's hiding the smoke bomb, but eventually Rest in Hell is going to be able to see him. Does get himself one quick little fell lands. Has a Trinket back up unavailable. Watching out if Smirska goes in for like Shadow Blades. No blades, so he's going to have to bear the damage here. Blind to follow. He lived without needing to pop trinkets for a burst. Next time Smirska goes for burst, that's where Rest in Hell may be able to commit some damage. It is going to be a sap. Smirska left him without any bleeds. Man. It is rough. Ability going for the season. Is that a Diablo 4 question, Chris? Or is that a World of Warcraft question for builds? Because it depends then. Yeah, it depends then. Cheap shot onto Rest in Hell. Smirska not going for Shadow Blades either. And Rest in Hell having to hold onto that trinket. As Smirska looking for that. Oh, the hunt connects. The glaive comes through. Evasion is available. I don't know if he could maybe go for a stun. Darkness down, and Rest in Hell is not in a great spot. He knows if he just messes with this Smirska and doesn't treat him like a competitor, he's definitely going to be in a lot of trouble. Next trinket from the stun is going to have to be immediate pronto trinket. Immediate trinket into imprison into something. Disarm, trinket, has to go for prison or something. Cheap shot yet again. Is it enough? Oh, it does go down. The Rogue did not go for a lot of bursts. He just decided to whittle him out little by little. D4 him. Soul. I can pull it up in a second. Soul Rift, I think. Necromancer, want to say. I'll double check it. I'm just going to watch it I don't think the Pershka lives this. Yeah, the Pershka does not live it. Let's give me an opportunity to go and check it. Check the build. Curdy is going to end up getting a grip onto Rick, but Rick is going to back up out of there immediately. He ain't going to be sitting there whatsoever. Backing up out of there ASAP. He is going to try to see if he can get himself a bit of a reposition. Curdy got himself lots of undeads that still could go into play. However, the A-bomb was used a little bit early, unfortunately. But he still, I think, has Apocalypse, unless that cooldown is up wrong. No, Apocalypse does work out fine. Yes, that's going to be an entire army of undeads joining in. It is going to get ported out. Silence on Rick. Try to see if you can grip him out. Rick is next to a gateway. I don't think he can use it anymore. The Curdy under a bit of pressure. He did use Death back there. Ledgeborn to follow, so he can't be feared, but also he has himself a little bit of that Ledgeborn, Leech, and DR. Drop it down a dome. Try to see if he can maybe kite Rick into it so he can stay in that dome. Right outside of the dome, that Doomguard is going to do a bit of damage. Doomguard switches over, attacking the pet instead. Probably better for Curdy. Full Tyrant is in play, unfortunately. And Curdy with it, AMS barely alive. That's a lot of physical damage he's just taken straight to the face. I don't know if he's actually going to be able to live this super well, and does unfortunately go down. With, it looks like from one Death Knight, we got Unholy into him. A Frost Death Knight to follow, with Leo charging up right after. Rick, with the gateway, is able to reposition big time. He is going to have to use everything he can to try to stop Leo. Axe toss with an IBF out of Leo to try to see if he can break himself out of CC. He just needs good line of sight. Big breath, fear onto Leo. I don't know if Rick can do much. He got himself wall. That's keeping him alive at the very least. Porting out, trying to see if he can get away from the breath of Frost as long as he can deny some of the damage of the big breath go by the Death Knight. He should be able to survive just fine because he can play the long game. Leo's all about the big cooldown. Silence, however, to lock him down. Big Reaper Scythe comes through. Rick needs something. Warlock Hellstone does himself another ward, so you can't even interrupt him, which is huge. Actually, Brain Freeze is technically a spell cast, quote unquote. Quote unquote. So when you have another ward, you cannot interrupt it as a Death Knight. It'll just be reflected back to you. Same thing with Demon Hunter and Wind Shear. All of them counts as a spell, so another word actually will reflect it. Fear is available for Rick. Leo proccing that cheat death. He still has a death back in case he needs to, so he's still got some cooldowns to work with. Quick AoE Fear, as long as Leo does not have a Lichborn. It could be an opportunity for Rick to reposition. Yet another Fear. Get himself some pets. Dreadstalkers are in. That's huge. Does potentially go Axos. Hold on a second. Leo's going to have to go for death back, but he's going to get ported. AMS, however, keeping him alive. Does get himself yet another burst. Silence to follow. Axos last second. Rick needs someone to survive. I don't know if he's going to be able to. Wait, Leo's not no health. Oh, he dies. I am a man. Both are so low. Yeah, Alex ain't going to let you live this way in a second, Leo. Nah, he ain't gonna let it happen. With Insane gonna be up next. Alex is out here. Last competitor over for the team. One needs to make a play of the century here to survive. Hey, Dal, what is up, TK? Appreciate you, my man. How you doing, my guy? Thank you for the 5 bows. Appreciate you, bud. Super generous of you. Thank you. Grapple, but it's gonna be a charge to stop it. Blinds immediately for trade on Insane. Fury versus Outlaw Rogue, as long as you can just keep the pressure constantly as a Fury, you will be okay. He still has a war stun in case he needs to disarm for a second. I don't know if you want to disarm the Rogue. I don't know if you have a disarm. Grapples over, war stun for a second. Nalix needs a heal. Immediately needs a heal. Insane has enough damage, I think, here. It's going to be sword stun, but Nalix, do you have enough? Oh! Nether Walk, if you give this man his full second wind reset, that would be wonderful. This is it. This is it. If you give him a full second win reset, this will be it. This is it. Alex squeaked out a victory some way, somehow. If this man... Oh, he is... This man is a winner in my book. I don't care if he loses or wins. Demon Hunter probably wins this, honestly. But even if this man does not win, he's a winner in my books. Look at this guy. Love it. I love it. Second win. We are in, dude. This is it. 9 minutes into the match, 47% dampening. Everything is on the line. Nalix does not have a trinket. Reflecting this, does trade his Stormbolt to a stun trinket out for Nether Walk. For Nalix, that's going to be an opportunity to land some CC. Fear, leaping away. He got a bit of that bleed damage on him, unfortunately. Charging back to Nether Walk with a Blade Storm. He is going to go for a full-on meta. Nalix, unfortunately, is going to get cleaved down. Yeah, that is rough. But he does quick out a victory there. Does quick out a victory last second. The big execute comes through. Oh, man. That was so clutch. Bro, yeah, Insane. That was so close, man. It was close. Let's get another one going.